So today's topic, forfeiture of shares issued at premium. So you're forfeiting those shares that has been issued at a premium. So over here, under this has been divided into two parts. You have to understand this first. Forfeiture of shares issued at premium. Number one. So today's topic, forfeiture of shares issued at premium. So you're forfeiting those shares that has been issued at a premium. So over here, under this has been divided into two parts. You have to understand this first. Forfeiture of shares issued at premium. Number one. Amount of premium is received. Amount of premium is received. And the second one is amount of premium is not received. Premium is not received. Now, first of all, let us try and understand the journals first. Then I will give you an example. I think that will be better. Amount of premium is received. In this case, your journal entry will be the same as the journal entry that I taught you for forfeiture of shares issued at par. When the premium amount is received, in this case, what happens here is your journal entry will be the same. That is equity share capital account debit. Equity share capital account debit. Let's write it down. Equity share capital account debit to names of those calls on which amount has not been received by the company. So if allotment money is not received, then it will be credited. Equity share allotment account is credited. I hope this is clear. You must have done this. If first call money is not received, equity share first call account. If final call money is not received, equity share final call account to forfeited shares account. This is when the amount of premium is already received on those shares that has been forfeited. Normal journal that you have learned under forfeiture of shares issued at par. Now, what if the premium money is not received? What does this mean? Let us see the journal first. When the premium amount is not received, students, this is the journal that we are going to do. Equity share capital account debit. Share capital account debit. Now, because you did not receive the premium money, so in this case, securities premium account will also be debited to those calls on which amount has not been received. That is, say, you haven't received an allotment, then it would be to equity share allotment account. If it is first call, then it is equity share first call account. If it is final call, then it is equity share final call account. And finally, forfeited shares account. That's it. Is that clear? Amount of premium is not received. Now, in this case, how do you identify whether premium amount has been received or not received? This you have to identify. Very simple. See here. Say, this is an example. Say, for example, Radha is a shareholder who was holding 1,000 shares. Now, there is an application of 2, allotment of 5, which includes a premium, say, of 3, first call, say, 3, and final call, the rate is, say, 2. What is your total money? 5 plus 2, 7, plus 2, 10, plus 2, 12. And say the face value is 10. Now, if Radha does not pay allotment money, Radha is a shareholder who was holding how many shares? 1,000 shares. Radha does not pay allotment money. And also say first call and final call. Radha does not pay allotment. Radha does not pay first call. Radha does not pay final call. Does not pay. Now, my question to you is, did the company receive the premium or did the company not receive the premium?
Sir, they didn't receive the premium.
They did not receive the premium because premium is associated with which call? Allotment. And Radha, holder of 1,000 shares, did not pay on allotment, first call and final call. मतलब allotment का पैसा जब राधा ने दिया नहीं, मतलब वो automatically premium का पैसा नहीं दिया. So in this case, forfeiture journal entry will be this one. This is the forfeiture journal entry. Am I clear, students?
Yes, sir.
Now, let's say there is another shareholder, say Shyam. Same. Shyam is the holder of, say, 500 shares. Now, Shyam ne kya kiya? Shyam did not pay first call and final call. Listen to it carefully. Shyam does not pay first call and final call on how many shares? 500 shares. Now, my question is, did Shyam pay the premium or did you receive the amount of premium from Shyam? Class?
Sir, Shyam had paid the
premium. The premium money from Shyam. Shyam did not pay first and final call. Did not.
Sir,
pay.
He had paid the premium amount.
Because Shyam must have paid till which call? He must have paid till allotment. Or allotment ke saath premium hai. But Shyam's 500 shares got forfeited due to the non-payment of which calls? First call and final call. So that means Shyam must have paid till allotment. Matlab usne premium ka paisa diya. So in this case, this will be the journal entry that has to be followed. तो जब प्रीमियम का पैसा आपको नहीं मिलेगा तब आप क्या करोगे? सिक्योरिटीज प्रीमियम अकाउंट को डेबिट कर दोगे इन केस ऑफ फॉरफीचर. और जब आपको प्रीमियम का पैसा मिल गया बट द शेयर स्टिल गॉट फॉरफिटेड ड्यू टू द नॉन पेमेंट ऑफ सम अदर कॉल्स, इन दैट केस this will be the journal entry. Amount of premium is received. Is that clear, students? If you have understood, please raise your hand. I request you to raise your hand. So what is the question? Y Limited forfeited 2,000 shares of 10 each at 20% premium to be paid at the time of allotment, on which allotment money of ₹4 including premium and first call money of 3 was not received. The final call money of ₹2 is not yet called. 1,500 of these shares were reissued as fully paid. Watch out for this word, fully paid, for ₹7 per share, journalized. Let us understand the question first of all. Students, first of all, tell me how many shares were forfeited? Number of shares forfeited?
Sir, 2,000.
Number of shares forfeited. I need an active class over here. Number of shares forfeited, 2,000. Now, what is the face value of the share? 10.
Sir, 10.
Correct? This has been issued at a premium of how much?
20%.
12 rupees. That means 12 rupees. Correct? We also calculate premium on the face value. Alankrit, please mute yourself, please. There is a background noise that's coming. Fine. So face value is 10, issued is at 12. Now understand. They said this premium of 2 rupees, here is a premium of 2 rupees. This premium of 2 rupees will be paid at the time of allotment. Am I clear with it, students?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we have to understand over here that the premium will have to be paid with the allotment money. Fine. Now they said first call money of 3 and allotment of 4 has not been received. Final call of rupees 2 is not yet called. Now, can you all tell me what is the called up per share? What is the called up per share?
Sir, application.
Tell me the called up per share. How do you understand called up? Very simple. You always calculate called up on your face value. That is, the face value of a share is 10 rupees, students. Out of this 10, final call of 2 is not yet called. Not yet called माने 10 rupees में 2 rupees अभी तक तुमने मांगा ही नहीं है. फेस वैल्यू 10 है जिसमें से 2 rupees तुमने मांगा नहीं, तो हाउ मच हैव यू कॉल्ड?
Sir, 8 rupees.
Is that clear, class?
Yes.
Sir,
फेस वैल्यू 10 है, आउट ऑफ दिस 2 नॉट येट कॉल्ड, मतलब आपने 2 rupees मांगा नहीं, तो आपका कॉल्ड अप कितना हो जाएगा? 8. डन, खत्म.
sir,
यस.
sir, but including premium face value is 12. So
I have
called up.
clearly said one thing, that you will always calculate the called up on the face value. You will not include the premium.
Yes, sir.
I already said it. Once again, I repeat, you will always calculate your called up on the face value. Premium will not be included. मतलब जब तुम called up कितना है ये निकालोगे, तब तुम देखोगे कि face value कितना है? 10. कितना मांगा नहीं? 2. 10 में से 2 नहीं मांगा, तो called up कितना हुआ? 8. Done. Is that clear? Now, so let's start with the journal. Let us start now with the journal. Let's start with the journal. तो अभी आप बताइए, पहला, this is forfeiture of shares issued at premium. Now, is the premium money received or is the premium money not received in this case?
Sir, not received.
Not received.
Not received क्योंकि allotment में 4 रुपया है including premium, और first call 3 rupees not, and this allotment money was also not received. So allotment में premium है और allotment का पैसा भी नहीं मिला, मतलब premium amount is automatically not received. So in this case, what will be my journal? Equity share capital.
Sir, equity share capital account.
Yes, okay, fine. You just mute yourself. Equity share capital account debit. Securities
Premium account debited.
premium account debit
To equity share allotment account and equity share.
to equity share allotment account
To equity share.
to equity share first call account
The forfeited share
to
account.
forfeited shares account. Forfeited shares account. Is this clear to all of you students?
Yes, sir.
Now let's see. Equity share capital account में क्या आ जाएगा? Number of shares forfeited कितना है? Formula याद है ना? What is the formula? Number of shares forfeited into amount called up per share. What's your amount called up per share बच्चों? 8. ये कितना हो जाएगा बच्चों? 16,000. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Securities premium account debit. How many shares forfeited बच्चों? 2,000. Premium कितना है? 2 रुपया करके, तो कितना आ जाएगा बच्चों? 4,000. Is that clear? Share allotment. शेयर अलॉटमेंट में क्या आ जाएगा? 2,000. कितना पैसा है? अलॉटमेंट का रेट क्या है बच्चों? 4 रुपया, यानी कितना आ जाएगा बच्चों? 8,000. फर्स्ट कॉल का रेट क्या है? 3, यानी 2,000 into 3, 6,000. एंड फाइनली व्हाट्स माय बैलेंस? 16 plus 4 is 20. 20 से 14 माइनस कीजिए, 6,000. Is that understood? तो forfeited
Yes, sir.
6,000 बैठ गया. Done. Fine. Now comes the reissue part, the most important part of the question. Understand this part. They said over here in reissue, 1,500 of these shares was reissued as fully paid up for 7 per share. You have reissued 1,500 shares at 7, and they use the word fully paid up. Now यहां पे ट्रिक समझा देते हैं आप लोगों को, ध्यान से सुनना. आपका फेस वैल्यू था 10 और कॉल्ड अप था 8. ये कॉल्ड अप 8 कब था? फोरफीचर के वक्त पे, एट द टाइम ऑफ फोरफीचर द कॉल्ड अप वाज 8, बट when you reissued those 1500 shares, by that time the balance of 2 rupees was also called up and it was also paid up. That means जैसे ही they use the word fully, ये fully paid up, they use the word fully, your called up now becomes the face value, which is how much over here now? 10 rupees. That means जैसे ही they use the word fully paid, your called up becomes द फेस वैल्यू, यानी कि अब कितना हो जाएगा कॉल्ड अप? अभी अब कॉल्ड अप 8 की जगह कितना हो जाएगा? 10 रुपीज ही कॉल्ड अप होगा, एंड यू रीइश्यूड देम एट व्हाट प्राइस? 7 रुपीज. दैट मींस आपका कॉल्ड अप अब 8 + 2 10 रुपीज हो गया, और आपने रीइश्यू कितना में किया बच्चों? 7 में रीइश्यू किया, यानी 10 रुपया कॉल्ड अप, 7 में रीइश्यूड, 3 रुपीज क्या हो जाएगा? डिस्काउंट. हैव यू ऑल अंडरस्टूड दिस?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
लेकिन इसी जगह पे अगर ये लोग फुल्ली पेड वर्ड को नहीं यूज करता, खाली यूज करता, से दे वुड हैव यूज्ड दिस वर्ड लाइक 1500 ऑफ दिस शेयर्स वर रीइश्यूड एट रुपीज 8 पेड अप. अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट दे आर सेइंग? 1500 ऑफ दिस शेयर्स हैव बीन रीइश्यूड एट रुपीज 8 पेड अप, एट रुपीज 8 पेड अप. मतलब आपका कॉल्ड अप भी 8 था और पेड अप भी कितना है? 8, और आपने इसको कितना में रीइश्यू किया बच्चों? 7 में. तो इस केस में क्या होगा? 8 तक कॉल्ड अप एंड पेड अप है और 7 में रीइश्यू किया, तो आपका डिस्काउंट ऑन रीइश्यू कितना हो जाएगा इस केस में? 1. लेकिन जैसे ही दे यूज द वर्ड फुल्ली पेड अप, पूरा पैसा मांग लिया, फुल्ली पेड अप मतलब पूरा पैसा मांग लिया, तब क्या करेंगे हम लोग? कॉल्ड अप मेरा फेस वैल्यू बन जाएगा. दैट मींस मेरा फेस वैल्यू जो 10 है वही मेरा कॉल्ड अप हो गया. अब मैंने कितना में रीइश्यू किया? 7 में रीइश्यू किया, तो 3 रुपीज का डिस्काउंट. इज दैट क्लियर? एनी क्वेश्चन स्मृति? एनी क्वेश्चन?
नो सर.
फाइन. तो इस केस में अब मेरा जर्नल क्या होगा? टेल मी.
Bank account debited. Forfeited shares account debited.
Forfeited shares account debit.
Yes, forfeited shares account debited
To equity share capital account.
to equity share capital account. Equity share capital account. तो बैंक अकाउंट डेबिटेड कितना होगा? 7 रुपीज रीइश्यूड है. हाउ मेनी शेयर्स रीइश्यूड? 1500. तो कितना हो जाएगा ये? 7070 7 5 35, 10,500. ये कितना हो जाएगा बच्चों? 3 into 1500. हाउ मच? 4,500. टोटल अमाउंट कितना हो जाएगा बच्चों? 15,000. Done. Now let's look into the last part. Now because yes.
Sir, this 3 into 1500, sir, this one not understood.
3 रुपीज आपका डिस्काउंट है. आप
Okay,
10
sir.
रुपया का शेयर था, कॉल्ड अप आपका भी 10 हो चुका है. आपने रीइश्यू कितना में किया? क्वेश्चन को देखिए.
Yes, sir.
क्वेश्चन में आपने रीइश्यू 7 में किया और आपका कॉल्ड अप अभी फुल्ली पेड अप बोला कितना हो गया? कॉल्ड अप अभी 10 रुपीज हो गया. समझ में आया? तो आपने
Oh, sir, if it was 8, then here it should be 1 into 1500.
एग्जैक्टली. या अगर खाली फुल्ली वर्ड यूज नहीं होता तब ये 1 हो जाता. क्लियर?
Yes, sir.
नाउ लेट अस डू द वर्किंग नोट ऑफ कैपिटल रिजर्व. मैंने ये पहले भी सिखाया था, आई थिंक यू शुड नो, लेकिन मैं फिर से दिखा देता हूं. आई विल कैलकुलेट प्रॉफिट फॉर हाउ मेनी नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स स्टूडेंट्स? I will
1500.
calculate profit on reissue for how many number of shares? 1500 shares.
1500.
Exactly. So let's see. For 2000 shares, what is the amount forfeited? Amount forfeited on 2000 shares. That makes it how much? 6,000 rupees. Clear? Then amount forfeited on one share कितना होगा? 6,000 by 2,000. Clear? Hence amount forfeited on how many shares? 1500 shares. कितना होगा? 6,000 by 2,000 into 1500. How much is this?
4,500.
4,500. तो यहां पे मैं लिखूंगा amount forfeited on how many shares, बच्चों?
1500.
1500 shares. Is that clear, बच्चों? 1500 शेयर के लिए what is the amount forfeited? 4500. Now understand what is your discount on reissue?
3.
Amount, total amount
4500.
4500. ये तो per share discount 3 rupees है. Total for 1500 share total discount कितना है? 4500. तो यही आप माइनस करेंगे, लेस discount on reissue. How much? 4500. तो आपका क्या कैपिटल रिजर्व क्या आया?
Nil.
So in this case, because the capital reserve is nil, you don't have to pass any journal entry for capital reserve. Instead, you have to put down a note. Profit on reissue of 1500 shares is nil. Hence, journal entry not required. That's it. And ये नोट जर्नल का फॉर्मेट के बाहर दोगे आप लोग. Am I clear with it? The note has to be provided outside the format of journal.